Well, hello everybody. I'm Candido.
And I'm Samantha, and this is
Geeking out with my spouse.
And on today's episode, we're talking about video games.
Oh yeah, video games.
Yeah, what are you playing right now?
Right now I'm playing a little bit of Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's an MMORPG, but you probably don't even know what that is.
I have no clue.
Well, these are some topics we're going to discuss on this episode.
All right, so we discussed what you're playing now.
Yes.
But what got you into video games?
Ooh, what got me into video games? So I would say my first console, I don't even remember why my parents got it for me, if I'm being honest. I don't know when it came out, but I do remember them getting it. I don't remember asking for it, but it was the Sega Genesis
Yeah.
at Toys R Us. We had to wait in line. The line wrapped around the store. And so we waited in line, and they got me the Sega Genesis, and it came with Disney's The Lion King.
The Lion King.
And that was the first game, the first system I ever played. That's kind of what got me into gaming, I would say. Early on, I've always was a little bit of a loner child. Had limited friends, but I guess I was just a little different, a little weird. So video games were perfect for me. It's an escape, I guess, from reality.
Yeah, I liked being outside more, but I did play video games when I was younger. Like I played Super Mario.
Okay.
One of my friends had a Nintendo 64.
Ooh.
And I would play with her. She was like the rich kid on the block.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
she got it when it first came out.
I remember playing the Nintendo and the Nintendo 64. My cousins had the Nintendo 64, and we played GoldenEye. I don't know if you ever remember GoldenEye at all.
I don't. We played Mario.
GoldenEye was like one of the first, I'm gonna say PvP shooters that had a split screen, and it was James Bond GoldenEye.
Oh.
And you'd split it up, and I forget how many people. I think you could play up to 4 people, and the screen would split into 4 people, and we would have slumber parties at my cousin's house, and we would play GoldenEye for hours into the night. But yeah, no, I played a little bit of Nintendo, but I was more a Sega kid.
Yeah.
All other family members had the Nintendo products, but we had the Sega at the house.
I played a Sega. My aunt had a Sega, so we played. The only thing I ever played on it was Sonic, though.
Sonic was cool.
And then Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong was on Sega, right?
Yeah. No, Donkey Kong's a Nintendo property.
Oh.
Yeah. So definitely.
Oh, well, duh.
Definitely not.
Duh, because Nintendo.
Mario.
Donkey Kong is in Mario.
Or Mario. Mario was in Donkey Kong, I think, when he was climbing up the side and he was getting to the monkey. The gorilla, and he was throwing barrels at him, and it was just like a thing. It was like one of the earlier games.
Oh yeah.
So I think Donkey Kong, Mario debuted possibly in Donkey Kong. We may need to look that up.
You see, this is how much I know about video games.
It's very in depth video game history.
Even though
the
Mario movie has Donkey Kong in it.
Yes, which should have been a dead giveaway,
Oh.
but we couldn't pull that up.
I don't know why I thought about that, but I played Donkey Kong, and I really liked Donkey Kong because of the way that he would get on the ground and he would
pound the ground.
Yeah.
And like disorient you. Oh, the bananas would come out. I thought he would like disorient you maybe. There was a lot of Donkey Kong games. Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, Mario, all that stuff. But you said, as far as Sega went, you played Sonic.
Sonic, yeah.
Did you ever play the Sonic and Knuckles?
I don't think so.
There was oh my god, my cousin also, my different set of cousins, because
you got so many cousins.
Grew up in a very very big family, a lot of family, a lot of cousins, a lot of aunts and uncles and everything. So we'd go to my cousin's house, and they would have the Sega Genesis as well, but it would have. Somehow, I don't even know how. I have to look it up. You can connect a different cartridge on top of another cartridge. For Sega, at least this is how I remember it, unless it's like a Mandela effect or something. But you had like Sonic, and then you can attach like the upgrade on top. Or maybe it was a Game Genie. I don't know. It was something that you put on top, and you could play Sonic and Knuckles.
Oh.
Yeah. At least I think so. Somebody's gonna correct me. Somebody's gonna correct me in the comments.
Is that how? Is that how they did expansions back then?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, now it's just you purchase 1 million of them, and they're $1 million.
Yep, and then they're all digital now. There's no real hardware anymore. Everything's digital.
Yeah, and it's, I think one of the biggest reasons that I'm not really into video games now, even though, I do play phone games.
Yeah.
I play my merging games. I play my match games, and then, of course, Pokemon Go. But I really don't like when they're, especially the kids, are addicted to it. Like, that's one issue that I have with video games, because it's good to pass the time, but then you have these kids that won't go outside. They won't do anything. All they want to do is play video games.
If they don't touch grass, that's the
Yeah.
that's the phrase nowadays. Go outside, touch grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one of the downfalls, but I think it's because it's tied to the release of endorphins.
Yeah.
So you're playing games, you accomplish a mission, or you beat a boss, and you get like this release of endorphins, and it just kind of gets you addicted to playing video games, and that is definitely a big issue with kids nowadays. They just never leave the house.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I will say that I liked watching video games. So, growing up, I would more watch my friends play them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, in high school, my best friend, she played a lot of the role-playing games. She liked Final Fantasy.
Ooh, Final Fantasy.
So I'd watch her play that. She played Kingdom Hearts.
Which, did you know, Kingdom Hearts is like an offshoot of Final Fantasy.
I think I did know that.
Yeah. So there's like Final Fantasy characters
Disney, right?
mixed into Kingdom Hearts. I mean, Kingdom Hearts itself is Disney properties, but somehow I don't know how it worked with Final Fantasy being part of it.
Disney buys everything.
Yeah, they get what they want.
But yeah, I really liked watching, and then the first man in my life.
Okay.
I used to like watching him play, even though I hated him playing. But he would play like Heavenly Sword and the God of War.
God of War. Mm-hmm.
And I liked watching them, and I really liked the stories.
Yeah.
So that brings me to my next point about video games.
Okay.
I like to watch video game movies.
And
I know that a lot of people don't like them.
Yeah.
Because they're not made very well.
There are some video game movies that are made decently, and there's others that they just kind of take a lot of creative, I don't know the right word I'm trying to say, they just kind of do their own thing. They take inspiration, but they do their own thing, and then you run into issues like The Witcher that Henry Cavill was in, mm-hmm. where he wanted it like super strict to the books and to the games.
But they were like,
oh, but we want to go this way. We kind of want to do it our way. And he was like die hard for that.
Yeah.
And I think that he caused enough of a rift that's why he ended up leaving, and they ended up recasting him. So it just really depends. Do you have a favorite video game
to watch
or movie?
Oh, a video game movie.
I know you talked about Mario already, but there's Mario. There's
like
Sonic.
Mario. I love Sonic.
Yeah.
I love The Witcher.
Yep.
Devil May Cry was a really good show. I know we had talked about anime in our first episode.
There's two. Did I tell you that there's two anime? There's one that's old. Yeah, there's one that's older, which is super cool.
Yeah.
I think the animation style is better.
Yeah.
The new one is cool too, but it's more I always say about the vibrancy of the colors. I wish it was a little darker. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Devil May Cry, cool.
Well, I'm really excited about God of War.
Okay, really?
Yes.
Did you see the pictures of the guy who's playing Kratos?
I did not.
Oh, so there's a picture that's out right now. They released it like last week or so, or maybe 2 weeks ago, and it's the guy who played Opie in Sons of Anarchy, or
I never watched that.
What's his name? You remember the Titans?
Yeah.
Julius they end up being friends. Julius and Bertier. Remember Bertier, the one that gets into the car accident?
Yeah.
So he's the guy who's playing Kratos in the new God of War. So they pushed out this image, this first still of the show, and people are kind of giving a little bit of backlash. They're saying the guy, I think his name is like Ryan Hurst. Is that what his name is? Maybe I'm not 100% sure what his name is, but they're saying he doesn't look the part. The beard is too thin. He's not cut up enough to play, old man Kratos, and then the lighting and the color of the photo people are not liking too much. But
Yeah.
I definitely think I'm definitely gonna give it a watch.
Yeah. I really want to watch it just because I love Greek mythology,
Hmm.
and so things like that really interest me because I'm like I used to have all kinds of books on Greek
Well,
mythology.
unfortunately, if you're talking about the show that's coming out, if you look at the picture, he's with his son, Atreus. And I know we had this conversation
Oh, he
before.
escapes
So
the
he leaves Greek mythology, and
yeah.
now he's in Norse
I mean
mythology.
Norse mythology too.
Okay.
I'm I'm all for all that kind of
I think
stuff.
they were talking about making an Egyptian mythology one, like the next expansion, but it's not greenlit yet, or it's in production. I'm not sure.
I think I would enjoy that
Yeah.
because Egyptians are very
Yeah.
interesting, especially how they do when they built the pyramid and they have all the way that they bury them and the way that they it's just amazing.
Yeah. It'd be
But
pretty interesting. So that's the one. That's what you're looking forward to coming up. What's the first video game movie you've ever watched?
I think Mortal Kombat.
I think so too.
Which I liked and a lot of people did not.
Mortal
That was
Kombat.
not well received.
So I'm thinking Mortal Kombat might have been mine as well. But I also think that the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider was probably another one of those video game movies that I really liked.
I've never seen Tomb Raider.
No?
No, which is very funny because I dressed as Laura Croft for the first Comic Con I ever went to.
Oh, yeah, Pensacon.
Pensacon.
You were telling me that in Pensacola, Florida. Shout out.
Yep.
Good time. So, yeah, that was like one of my first ones I think that I actually enjoyed.
Yeah.
But I think it was because, Angelina Jolie at the time.
Yeah.
She was kind of the hotness.
Oh, and then Resident Evil.
True, Resident Evil.
That is also a video
I think that might have
game.
came after.
Oh, the video game came after?
No. I think Resident Evil came after the Tomb Raider movies.
Oh, probably, yeah. But I'm just
Maybe.
saying, like, that was a video game. And I really, really enjoyed Resident Evil.
Okay.
Because I like Mila Jovovich.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, cool. First ones. Have you seen one that you don't like and you think they did a horrible job on?
I mean, I don't.
Not really?
Not really, because I wouldn't have anything to compare it to.
True.
You mean by the game standards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Ask me.
Do you have one that you think they did horrible on?
Yes.
Which one?
So many.
Okay.
So let's go with one of my first ones.
Okay.
That, it's more recent, but it also stars, and, to caveat off yours, it stars Mila Jovovich as well. It is the Monster Hunter movie that they made.
Oh, yes, Monster Hunter.
And that was horrible. Because it really didn't have anything to do with the game. Except, some of the monsters, like the Diablos was in there, and the Rathalos was in there, which are two monsters from Monster Hunter, which is, is one of my favorite games, because I also played that too, a lot. And it's like they're from modern day, and then there's a specific place that gets like struck by lightning between a bunch of like stone tablets and stuff, and like they get transported to the other world, the Monster Hunter world, and they have like guns and stuff, and then Mila Jovovich gets like trained by like one of the hunters out there to kind of face Diablos at the very end. And I want to say at the end also, the Rathalos ends up making its way to like our world, and they have to take it out in our world as well.
Are the cats in there?
No, the Palicos are not in there. I wish the Palicos were in there though, but they are definitely one of my favorite parts of Monster Hunter, but they're not in there. All right, and then my second, probably most disliked video game movie was unfortunately Prince of Persia. Now, I love the game Prince of Persia. I think we talked about Prince of Persia not too long ago.
Well, I don't think I realized that Prince of Persia was a game, but I think I do know that.
Yeah, so like it was an old game. I want to say for Sega Genesis.
I'm
not 100%. It was a side scroller. You jump, you swing from stuff. It was like a puzzle or platformer. And then Sand of Time came out. I want to say it was a PlayStation exclusive. and you have the dagger of time, the dagger of time, and you hit it and you rewind and you can redo the moves or whatever. So like
Oh,
if you mess up or you slip, you
we
fall, you hit the button, you
yes,
rewind it, and you can do it again.
we did just talk about
Yeah,
this.
yeah, we
I
definitely did.
remember that.
And so they made a movie. Disney did,
Mm.
and it starred Jake Gyllenhaal as a Persian. I really don't know how that played out. The accents were weird. It just it didn't flow very well for me.
Yeah.
So it's kind of disappointing because I really liked the game, and even the sequels that came out right after. It was like a fun game. Spent a lot of time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a puzzler. Uh, Jumping, climbing from one ledge to another ledge, swinging, grabbing stuff, hitting things, unlocking another portion, redoing the route. It was a lot that went into that game. So
Yeah.
spending a lot of time into a game puts you vested into the game.
Yeah.
And when they make a movie about it, you're like super excited, and then you're like, a little bit of a letdown. But they're doing better
Yeah.
with a lot of the movies. I think I like the cartoon movies.
I do.
Like
Yes.
the Mario movies.
Yeah.
I thought that one was good. Didn't really like the voice of Chris Pratt to be Super Mario or to be Mario. Mario.
Mario.
Right? Luigi Mario.
Luigi Mario.
That was
Yeah.
another horrible movie adaptation. The original Super Mario movie.
The original Super Mario
Live
movie.
action.
I remember that. Oh, it was
John
horrible.
Leguizamo,
Yes.
and I don't remember who the other dude was. And the Goombas were like really tall with small heads, and yeah, they like were descendants of dinosaurs and stuff like that. And then it was really weird. And I remember one of the scenes, he's like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Mario." "No, what's your first name?" "Oh, Luigi." "And what's his name?" He's like, "Mario." "So you're both named Mario?" I was like, "No, he's Luigi Mario and I'm Mario," or vice versa, however that went. Because their last name, because they're the Super Mario Brothers, so their last name's Mario, and Luigi Mario, and Mario. At least that's how they did it in the movie, and I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's when it was like little.
I'm really excited about the new Mario with where they bring Yoshi in.
Oh yeah,
Yoshi's one of. I mean, I'm a girl, of course.
No.
Yoshi's one of my favorite characters because he's so adorable.
I wonder if they're gonna do a Super Smash Brothers movie. There was a rumors that they were gonna combine universes, right? Because of Sonic, Mario universe, probably maybe the Yoshi's gonna be in there. These Final Fantasy characters are in there.
Oh, that would be really
and
neat.
it's like they fight, kind of like a big bag, like a Marvel's Avengers, but with
wow,
with video game characters.
Oh, that would be neat.
That would be kind of neat. But yeah, so movie adaptations, some good, some bad, but it is what it is, and hopefully we get more in the future. They're redoing Tomb Raider. I told you this, right?
Yeah, you did tell me.
You know who's playing Lara Croft?
Who?
The Sansa from Game of Thrones.
Oh, you did tell me that. Yeah.
Yeah, Sansa from Game of Thrones. She's gonna be Lara Croft.
Wow. I love her.
In another video game movie is the Minecraft movie, which our son absolutely loves.
He is obsessed with Minecraft.
Obsessed with Minecraft.
Everything Minecraft.
And today we have a special treat. In our first guest on Geeking Out with My Spouse, we have
Ronan.
The
little one.
Say hi.
All right. So
you want to talk about some Minecraft?
Yeah.
All right. So tell everybody your name.
Ronan.
And how old are you? You're 5.
You're 5.
5.
All
right. And what do you do in Minecraft? What is your favorite thing to do in Minecraft? Do you like to build houses?
Build houses and meet creepers so I can bring them into a zombie
so that they explode.
They can explode into zombies, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And when there's so many zombies, then I get a lot of creepers.
Oh,
okay. That's cool. Like
that's very smart.
You use like a creeper farm, like in the movie where they're in the cave underground, and they have the creeper farm. So you bring like the creepers to fight the zombies, yeah.
And what did you think about the movie?
Oh, what did you think about the movie? Yeah.
Do you love it?
100 counts for what it looks like.
Yeah.
But what I say in the traffic way where they get a creeper farm, they do stuff, but I don't know what they do.
Okay.
Yeah. So what else do you make in Minecraft? So what Minecraft are you What Minecraft are you playing right now?
Where we can't die in the game or nothing.
So the creative mode.
Creative, yeah.
In creative, you can fly around, but if you find a villager farm, you would like to trade them such stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the always thing that you need to remember to do. But if a golem hits you when you're not in survival mode, then
you could take it out. Do you know how to make an iron golem?
You have to like boop, boop, boop. Like iron blocks, 4 iron blocks.
Yeah.
Then a pumpkin on the head, and then
poof. Then he gets created.
Yeah, he gets broke, and then protects the villagers.
You know how to make everything, huh, in Minecraft?
But in crafting tables, you don't know what to do. But if you have Mojang, he's the creator of Minecraft.
Okay.
First, the Minecraft Flicky was it.
Oh.
And that was when they can unleash giants that was not unleashed when Mojang didn't add them. And then that's it.
Really? Okay.
Well, very good.
Very
Thank
cool.
you for being on our show. We really appreciate it. You did really well. We learned a lot.
Say Ronan, say bye.
Bye.
All right, and that was our little guest. But where were we? We were talking about video games in the movies, or movies in the video games, I believe.
Yep. I'm actually really surprised that they haven't made any of the like war games like Call of Duty or Battlefield. I'm surprised they haven't made. But can you even do you even think they could?
I mean, it's just a war movie. It'd just be a military movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess Battlefield is supposed to be more like a sim, like a simulation game. So like supposed to be more realistic than like Call of Duty or whatever.
Yeah.
But the Call of Duty games are kind of fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they could translate to like the big screen. There was, I know we were on a Game of Thrones kick or whatever a couple episodes ago. The guy who plays Jon Snow was either the antagonist or the protagonist in one of the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, like this like futuristic one. He was in that. He was like they mocapped his face and he did all that kind of stuff, which is pretty interesting.
You know what we haven't talked about?
What?
My goodness, the two shows that we actually did really like. Well, we liked Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout was good. Definitely
and
then,
Fallout. What's the other one? The mushroom one.
The mushroom one.
The mushroom people. The mushrooms.
Oh my God, Last of Us.
Last
Jesus.
of Us. Sorry.
I'm thinking mushroom. I'm thinking Mario.
Yeah.
Mushrooms Mario. And you're like talking about people and Toad, But that's not a show. Last of Us. Yeah, Last of Us and Fallout were both really good shows.
So I really liked Fallout. Really, really liked Fallout. And I really liked Last of Us too. I just really want to know where they're going with Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
At and what's the other one? Oh my God, what's the other girl's name?
I can't think of it right now.
She's gonna be the big bad.
Right, Abby. Jesus.
Abby and Ellie. But it kind of sucks because she's the big bad, but they killed her dad.
I know.
But she did not have to do that to Joel. But I know it's the game. I know that follows the game.
Yeah.
So, what I've heard and what I've read is that it follows the game really well. So, and that's why a lot of people do like it because, you can look at video game, clips and the show, and they do a lot of this. It matches.
It translates really well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, Fallout isn't really it's not based off the story. I think it's just like a story they created that takes place in the Fallout universe.
Yeah.
So they can go any way they want with that show.
Yeah, because it's kind of like
there's expansions
like Call of Duty.
Yeah, so there's like a New Vegas expansion, or not expansion. It's like New Vegas, Fallout New Vegas. It's like I don't know, the third one or the second or third one.
Yeah.
And so they went to Vegas in this most recent season So that's kind of the tie-in to the game, but like the characters themselves aren't from the game. Like
Mm.
Hank McCoy, or was there? He's not Hank McCoy.
McLean.
McLean.
McLean?
Hank McCoy is Beast from X-Men. Jesus. Oh my God. Yeah, no. So yeah, they can kind of go with whatever they want to do with it because it's like it's just the world for them. It's like an open sandbox. They can create their own stories. And
Yeah.
like the ghoul is cool. I like the ghoul. There's ghouls in the Fallout games, so it's kind of like it's interesting that they go that route. Where
Yeah.
like the best character in that is the ghoul, I think.
Mm.
So
And that's another thing that um kind of goes backwards because you have the Marvel universe and the DC universe,
uh
and then they made video games based off of them.
uh
So that goes backwards.
yeah.
So, gosh, that could be a whole nother episode.
Oh, maybe video
So,
games and shows, and that
shows that are shows and movies
that turned into
that
video.
turned into video games.
Yeah. One of my favorite video games that was a Marvel video game was the X-Men video game. We used to play it at the laundromat
Well, that's what
when
made
I
me
was a
think
kid.
of it when you were talking about Marvel. You are not Marvel. You were talking about X-Men.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. So we would spend. We didn't have a washer and dryer growing up, right? So we'd go to we'd go to the laundromat, and they'd always have like video games there, and it
Yeah.
was like 4 of them. I think you could play 4 people on one screen, and you can play different characters, and you like fight the Sentinels, and like all this stuff, and that was an awesome like arcade game.
Yeah.
So the X-Men arcade game.
I haven't seen all the X-Men's, but I will say that the ones that I have seen, I've enjoyed.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Everybody has their favorites, but definitely. So I know. Have you ever? Let's see. Have you ever had a video game or played a video game that someone basically didn't like that you played that game? No.
You mean I know where you're going
Yeah.
with this.
Do you now?
Well, when you get obsessed with a video game and you don't pay attention to your girlfriend,
Yeah.
that's a little oh, so that's another one.
Yeah.
An anime that turned into
Oh, yeah.
a video game.
So yeah. So long story short, in the earlier phases or the earlier days in our relationship.
This was many years ago.
Many
This was
years ago.
before I became
And
the wife.
I'm probably I'm 100% at fault here. I think I'm gonna say that, but we never know. But she lived about 45 minutes away.
Well, I mean,
about
during the summer, I lived like 2 hours away because of beach traffic.
yeah, so it was a while away, and she'd come visit me on the weekends. I would try to go visit her, but she'd rather come visit me. And Dragon Ball Xenoverse was the hot item for me that at that time, and she would come and I'd play Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and one day she blew up at me and was like, "You need to stop playing that game. I come over here." And
I sit on the I'd sit on the couch and just watch you play video games.
I know, but I was addicted to that game.
Yeah.
There's another game I was addicted to, but I was a little bit better at squeezing time in Destiny. Do you remember Destiny?
I do remember you playing Destiny.
I played Destiny for a long time.
You did, and then I remember you got that shirt. It's still in the closet. But see, the problem wasn't that you were playing the game. It was the problem was I didn't see you all week.
Yeah.
We had 2 days together before I had to go back to my house.
Yeah.
And you were playing video games, which you're not totally at fault because it was something that you wanted to do.
Right.
And now, I mean, I was just a really,
What?
I don't know, needy, clingy girlfriend back then.
I mean, yeah, it was, it was early on, so I'm just surprised you stuck around because, I still play video games to this day. So, but we find a little bit more time. We squeeze it in a lot more
Yeah.
than we did before.
And you use that excuse. You're like, oh, you don't want me playing video games. No, that is not what it is. I'm totally okay with you playing video games because I will just sit on my computer and create with AI.
Yeah, lots of AI creations right now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else do I have? I don't know. one of my, I guess we were talking about before, like games that kind of really changed you and kind of molded you into who you were.
Mm-hmm.
And I know earlier we were talking about that, and my first game system, like I said, was a Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
But I think there was a choice to be made because Sega
Oh,
stopped. Yeah, Sega stopped making consoles after a while.
yeah. Well, yeah.
So I mean, the last one they had was the Dreamcast.
Yep.
Which people still love that Dreamcast.
Yep.
Like it floats around. You can find them pretty cheap, and people swear by it. It's the first like console I think that had internet that you could play with other people, but ahead of its time. Unfortunately, phased out. So you only had a couple of different options.
Yeah.
And it was PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo. But I wasn't really big into Nintendo then. Like I went from Sega, and then my next system was the PlayStation 2. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. And the way the PlayStation 2 happened, we used to go to the mall and EB Games, not even GameStop, EB Games or Electronic Boutique.
I remember EB Games.
I think they went by both.
Mm-hmm.
And they would out front, they would have the testers. So they would have a TV on the left, a TV on the right, and then the game system Xbox was on the right. And I remember it to this day. And the PlayStation was to the left. And I tried both. And what was on the Xbox was Halo. It was a shooter, you know. I liked it. It was cool. And then on the back side, on the PlayStation side, I saw it was this game. It kind of looked kind of like dark, right? Shooting, swords, monsters, or whatever. And I started playing that game, and it was Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
And Devil May Cry, that original one was like super cool. I never played anything like it. It was a spinoff. Apparently, it was a story about. It was supposed to be a Resident Evil story, but it was like so good that they made it its own game. So yeah, from that point on, I chose PlayStation 2 or PlayStation over Xbox. And so that Devil May Cry game was the one that really like defined who I was for an era, I guess you can say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, PlayStation 2 had some of the best games too that I played. God of War was on there. I know you talked about earlier. All the Dragon Ball Z games that I played were on PlayStation 2. Budokai Tenkaichi. There was a Yu Yu Hakusho game, which I love anime. So anime, video games. I actually recently I got into that retro game kick where I was kind of like getting old games for my consoles. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
I bought the Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament game for the PlayStation 2, and it's downstairs.
Oh,
so
I didn't know that.
I can't play it right now, but I mean the PlayStation works. The PlayStation 2 still works. Same PlayStation from when my parents got it for me. Back when they got it for me.
Yeah.
And another system that I have downstairs is my Sega Genesis.
Yep.
Which still works. And it's the same one that my parents got me when that game first. I take good care of my stuff.
That's good.
So yeah, so that PlayStation 2 definitely that defined me for a little while. My friends would come over. We'd all play. But PlayStation 2 only had two ports for controllers.
Yeah.
So I mean only two people could play at a time.
Yeah.
Whereas Xbox was really more designed for like people playing together, I think.
Oh.
Because you could play up to 4 people on an Xbox.
I did not know that.
There are certain games, and I never got it, so I'm not 100% sure that this is accurate, but I think I think it's called SOCOM. It's a Navy SEALs military shooter. It came with a piece that you can attach to the back of your PlayStation that you could add more controllers to it.
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure, but I just feel that that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that is correct. I never played it,
Yeah.
but I just remember vaguely that it was like an extra attachment if you got like the SOCOM Navy SEALs game, and that it was this big block that plugged into the back, and I want to say it was for extra controllers.
That's cool.
But I'm not positive. Yeah, so
PlayStation, they like their attachments.
Yeah. But then after a while, I shifted.
Yeah.
I did. I shifted.
Yeah.
I went from PlayStation to Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the party game aspect was big. So like, again, playing at my cousin's house, same cousins. I won't drop their names, but I would go to their house and they were playing Halo, and just like we were playing GoldenEye on the split screen, we were playing Halo on the split screen, and I was like, I wanted it.
Yeah.
And like years down the line, I don't know how many years after the PlayStation 2 did my parents get me and my sister the Xbox, and with Halo, and then that's where a lot of my like my games shifted as well, because from that point I was kind of like a hack and slash kind of guy, like fighting and like a hack and slash. Um, but with the Xbox, there was like a lot of story driven games like Elder Scrolls, like the Star Wars games, Fable, The Lost Chapters. My friend, my boy, he knows that one, The Lost Chapters. If he ever listens, he's gonna know what that reference is from. But Fable, like all these RPGs, which stands for role playing game.
Yes.
So that kind of drove me into that direction. So I went from being like a action game player, which to like a more story driven player, and that's kind of where I am now. I think I'll play the occasional shooter, but like you asked me in the very beginning, my most played game right now is Star Wars: The Old Republic. So it ties in my fandom for Star Wars and my love of video games.
Yeah.
So, and that's like an open world. MMO stands for massively multiplayer online. And then RPG.
Now tell everybody how big your monitor is.
So, I think it's a 42-inch.
It's huge.
It's a 42-inch curved monitor. Yeah. I got it on Black Friday. I think it was Black Friday. It's the LG Ultra or something. I don't remember what it's called. The curve. I had to have it, and then I have a little monitor to the side that's more vertical.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I read everything. Like I used to stream. I haven't streamed in a really long time, so you could put your comments and you could read like all your stuff on that side monitor.
I remember.
Yeah, no. That 42-inch, that thing is doing me well. It's crazy. I put a lot of work into that PC now.
I know you did.
And I built it, and I think most of the time it's like very powerful. But I play a game that came out in the late 2000 or 2011. It came out like December 2011, and that's like my most. I have more hours in that game than any other game on my PC.
Wow.
And it's not very graphically challenging, so it's pretty good. But someday maybe I'll get you to play an RPG with me. That'd be nice.
Maybe, yeah. I definitely like watching them.
Yeah,
but I feel like we're running out of time here.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it under 40.
But we can definitely do another video game episode.
I could talk about video games all day.
Well, we can look at it from another aspect as well, because there's so many different aspects with video games. So
different genres,
different consoles, PC
different
games, console games. Now you have
phone games that are getting really, like, with the phone graphics and phone technology is getting so advanced. You can play like console level games on your phone.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
But now you have the
VR,
virtual reality.
Yeah, VR games.
You literally can play games on anything now. So, you got all your handhelds, which of course I remember when they came out with the Game Boy.
I had a Game Boy, and a little secret. So I'm gonna let this go. This is a real little tidbit. I know we're trying to keep it under 45 minutes or 40 minutes. I keep pushing the time back, but I wanted a Game Boy Color, right? And so I told my parents that, hey, can you give me a Game Boy Color? And for Pokemon, it was just for Pokemon Red, and they bought it, and I knew where they hid the presents, and I snuck a peek in their closet, hidden in the little trapdoor, and I found out that they got me the I'm gonna call it the Glacier Purple, the clear purple Game Boy Color. Oh, I was so excited, and I knew about that thing a month or so before Christmas, so I had to pretend that I didn't know that they got it.
You had to act so surprised.
I know, and my mom, she listens, so she's gonna hear this one, and she's gonna know that I did that. Sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. But yeah, handhelds.
Like 30 years later.
Yeah, I know. Oh, don't date me that bad. But all right, yeah, we're definitely gonna wrap it up this time, and yeah, we can definitely include it or extend it or talk about more things at another episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out with us for this last, 40 minutes or so. And until next time, I'm Candido.
And I'm Samantha.
And this is
Geeking Out with My Spouse.
Thanks for hanging out with us on Geeking Out with My Spouse. We love getting to share our nerdy rabbit holes with you, and the fact that you're here listening means the world. If you want to support the show, the easiest way is to follow or subscribe wherever you're listening. You can also leave a rating or review. It helps more than you think.
Do you want to go the extra mile? Share this episode with a friend. Tag us on your socials. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Or send us your wild theories and fandom hot takes at geekinoutwithmyspouse@gmail.com. We'll be back next time with more cozy chaos, more geekery, and probably at least one moment where one of us says something we immediately regret. See you then.